Hello and thanks for joining us. This is TVC News at 1. We're staying in Lagos State, where the Minister of Works will any moment from now reopen the Lagos Independence Bridge. He's also asking residents to begin using the bridge. Now, recall that the Ministry of Works earlier today successfully filled up the excavated area construction workers dug out for the rehabilitation of the Independence Bridge. Cleaners from the Lagos State Waste Management Agency and construction workers were also clearing up the residue and waste ahead of the reopening at 3 p.m. Nigeria time. It was initially scheduled to be reopened for 3 p.m., but now it has been reopened. What you're seeing now are live pictures from that excavated area of the Independence Bridge, which has now been filled and reopened. You recall that it was closed for about 4 days since Tuesday, which was a public holiday. But by Wednesday, when workers resumed from that public holiday, it was a very terrible gridlock in Lagos State. We understand that the Minister of Works is also at that portion of the bridge to actually reopen and monitor the reopening of the bridge. All right, let's bring in our senior correspondent, Sarah Yeku, who is standing by to give us update. Sarah, I think this is good news for Lagosians. The bridge is to be reopened 2 hours ahead of the scheduled 3 p.m. What more can you tell us?
So we're expecting that the minister would, officially do some kind of ceremony to open up the bridge for the community and public. Earlier, we saw him go to the under sections of the bridge just to inspect and to see the impact of the palliative work they've done on the bridge. This is the excavated area, and we've seen construction workers ensure that lay the asphalt and ensure that they cover up the excavated area, and also, of course, ensure that this road is fit for any size of vehicle that would be using this particular road at any moment from now. And so what they're also doing is that apart from the road, they're also painting various sections, that's sections of the bridge. They're painting the sections of the bridge just to make it a bit new. We're going to get more explanation about that from the minister, who will be here any moment from now. You can see the minister over there trying to ensure that he speaks with the contractors, get more details about what they've done overnight. As you know that following the outcry we had on Wednesday, the minister decided to come up with some other idea. He had also called it palliative, but he's also saying that this could be a permanent solution, that it could happen, that we may not have to go through a horrendous or horrific 2 months closure of the bridge any longer. So this is just going to take a few hours. This took a few hours to be completed, and we're hoping to have him any moment from now to brief us and talk to us about what he talked about. So earlier he had said that he is going to open the bridge at about 1:30 p.m. So we're just waiting for that time and waiting for him to get his necessary briefings from all the contractors, that's the Buildwell Construction Company, and also from the Ministry of Works that is based in Lagos. So we're just waiting for that to happen, and then, of course, for the community and public to be able to use the road. Earlier, I spoke with a bus driver who said that his passengers slept in his bus on Wednesday over to Thursday morning, and they had to leave. They slept in his bus practically and then went home on Thursday morning after, considering what happened. People spend 6, 7, 12 hours, 10 hours rather, on the road just to commute from the mainland to the island. So for most of us, if I would say that, for a lot of Lagosians, residents in Lagos, they are happy that this is happening. And of course, it brings the question, what happened in 48 hours? How come a bridge that was supposed to be closed for 2 months is being, reopened in 2 days?
All right, Sarah, we'll come back to you when the bridge is being reopened. You said it's at about 1:30 p.m. I'm sure the minister will be able to give us more updates at that time. As senior correspondent, Sarah, you could live for us at the Independence Bridge, which we understand is now ready to be reopened.